6th, the official ground transportation provider for the 2024 CFU Boys Under 14 Challenge Series coordinators hosted in Trinidad and Tobago. And a special thanks to our partners, the Ministry of Sports and Community Development, Sport TT, I Choose Sport, Powerade, Subway, and Stream Blue. Scan the QR code now to win special merchandise packages. Prizes include a Sport TT notepad, a cap, a keychain, or a drawstring Visit Trinidad bag, a water bottle, and a microfiber towel, or a I Choose Sport t-shirt, pencil case, and a phone popper. Scan the QR code now to win special merchandise packages.
I know it's dangerous, but you're the only one who can unite the people. You ready, Bob?
No guns can stop this message. I want the world to change. And that time is now.
This is my message to you.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football. Welcome to the Atobuldan Stadium here in Couva, Trinidad and Tobago, as we prepare for more CFU Under 14 Boys Challenge Series action. And this huge match here between Puerto Rico and Curaçao in Group B of Tier 1 in this well-esteemed tournament. Players are now walking out onto the pitch, and they will be ready to go for action. Of course, it is Puerto Rico in the white and Curaçao in blue. So the players are lining off and we prepare for the national anthems of both teams, Puerto Rico and Curaçao.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Puerto Rico, to be followed by the national anthem of Curaçao.
Reyes and Sebastian Huntley are the ones who will line up for Puerto Rico. And of course, head coach Andres Mirabelli is going to lead his troops on the touchline, hoping that they could get the victory and finish on top of Group B. For Curaçao, of course, it is Rigo in post. Jerim Piertanella is the captain. Mulens, Barrios Carreño, Tuyehut, Ignacia Vinster, Rincon, Molina Robles, Burnett Mata, and Jacob make up the starting 11 for Curaçao. Head coach Raul Gonzalez Triana. And that's how Curaçao are setting up the captains there with the officials who will be in charge of this one, of course. Head referee James Rampashad, first assistant Guillaume Parkins, second assistant Michaela Audin, and the fourth official Giovan James. So we're all prepared. Teams are taking their final pictures, their final tactics, and eventually they'll assume their positions on the field to prepare for this one. And just to give you some context as well for the standings in Group B, well, French Guiana just got the better of St. Martin, a huge 5-0 victory earlier on, and that means that they now sit at the top of Group B on 7 points. Puerto Rico still on 4. Of course, they still have this game in hand. Curaçao on 3 points, which means that both teams can qualify. A win for Curaçao sees them finish second. A win for French Guiana, a win for Puerto Rico sees them finished first ahead of French Guiana. And it all depends on the goal difference as well. But St. Martin, well, they are well and truly out of this one. So it's all between French Guiana, Puerto Rico, and Curaçao. French Guiana, of course, have already booked their spot. This match will just determine whether they finish in first or second. So as I said, it's all to play for here between Puerto Rico and Curaçao. And we're on the way, and it's Curaçao who start us off here in this important encounter in Group B. And it really does prove to be an interesting one. I mean, only 10 seconds into this one, but I can just tell you, based on how tight this group is, it's going to be all to play for. And both teams are going to be going full 100 for this one. And Puerto Rico already trying to get the ball in the box, but I do think that went out of play. The linesman signaled it, but I don't think the referee saw that. That ball there. Just going out to play. It's Rincon who was trying to keep it in, but despite his efforts, couldn't. So the referee has now seen the signal from the linesman that it was indeed a goal kick and has called back play. So, as I mentioned earlier on, French Guiana right here at the Atobulden Stadium with a 5-0 victory over St. Martin. Very impressive, excellent performance from the likes of Cleo. A brace for him, a penalty and a well-slotted home finish, as well as goals from Sherika, the captain, and as well as Francois. But here's Curaçao early on trying to put pressure on this Puerto Rico defense. They still have the ball here. Here's Pertanella, the captain. Ball is in the wide area, but that's a loose ball and should be marshaled out. Yeah, that's good defending there from Feliz. And he's applauded by his bench and his fans as well. Glad to see a lot of support here in the Atobulden Stadium for both teams have traveled with their contingent. And it's so important that, especially at a young age, these young men are able to get that support, because it does spur them on to be the best that they can be. And that's some lovely skill there from Tuyehut. And a strike comes in, but it's blocked. And here's Piertanella trying to recycle the ball. He gets another bite of the cherry and pings it forward, but yeah, I think there's too much on that one there for Rincon. And a goal kick for Puerto Rico. But early signs from Curaçao. It was some brilliant play from Tuyehut, the number 5 there for Curaçao. Ball played forward. There's Cedeno still battling with the ball. And it is a throw-in for Puerto Rico. Knockdown. Cedeno can't get to that one. Here's Julian. Oh, lovely skill from him, and he still has the ball. Tries to break through, but can't get past the Curaçao captain, Pertanella. Free kick. Trying to steal a few yards there was Feliz, but the referee saw him. Here's Julian. Into Rivera. Tries to cut inside, but it's good defending from Curaçao once again. And they can now build. Here's to Yehut. Excellent skill from him. He's really a skillful player and draws the foul as well. And could be a yellow card. No, isn't. Look at that from Yehut. Just driving around. It's Rivera in the midfield. Sebastian Rivera, that is. And he had to make the tackle there, really. And the free kick for Curaçao in their defensive half. Already you could see the intent of the players. Tackles being thrown in, and it's only the 4th minute. Everybody wants the ball because everybody wants to score. And that's the simple formula in football. You score more goals and you win. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. That one is flicked on there by Ignacia, but nobody there in support of him, and it's easily gobbled up by Perez Colon in the Puerto Rico goal. Headed down. Here's Mullins. He clears that one up. And it's a very interesting formula, interesting equation, rather, in Group B, because both French Guiana and Puerto Rico started the day on 4 points. And if Puerto Rico do manage to win here, they'll go to 7, which French Guiana is currently on. Both of them will be on 7. And if they do win by 1 goal, it then means that both teams will be on 7 points and also with a goal difference of 7. And then you think, well, if it's not down to goal difference and if it's not down to points, what then do we go to? We go to head. But guess what? When French Guiana played Puerto Rico, they drew. So how much closer does it get in Group B? There's going to have to be some sort of decider to determine who finishes first and second. Maybe it'll come down to who has scored more goals, because you can't score more goals. Actually, well, my maths isn't the best, but that's all down to the tournament organizer. But that's just to show you how tight this group really is. As there's action here in the Curaçao box, and they eventually clear it away. Yep. That might be too much on that one. Yeah, it is. Can't get to that and keep it in there was Jaime. And it's a Curaçao ball. It's Barrios Carreño to throw this one. And here's to Yehut. This time he can't keep it under his spell, and it's lashed up into the sky. Missed his header there. Did Feliz. Ertanea. Ooh, decent looking ball to Yehut. Couldn't control there, and that should be a foul. Yeah, it is. Referee calls it. I think it's the challenge from Feliz. He's been involved a lot early on in this game, but he just caught Vinster there. And it is a free kick for Curaçao. It is Captain Piertanella who's standing over this one. Might actually fancy his chances here and take a strike on goal. I would have, certainly. I guess that's why I'm not on the pitch playing. And here he is. Piertanella strikes it. It's a decent effort as well. And what a save there from Martin Perez Colon in the Puerto Rico goal. I'll tell you what, Piertanella struck this ever so well. Have a look at this. That was sailing into the top corner. Look at the technique and look at the full stretch save. And a corner kick for Curaçao. That was great football all around. And that has definitely set the tone for the rest of this match. Ball comes in here. Pressure for the keeper. Oh, and he slips. And Piertanella can't keep it in. And Puerto Rico gets away with one there. But it's heating up. Ignacia swinging in a very dangerous ball there that Perez Colon couldn't hold on to. But let's have another look at that free kick from Piertanella, captain, and it was way out. But just take a look at the technique alone. How about that? And it was dipping right into that top corner. And Perez Colon, well, he was brilliant. That's a world-class save. And has to be said, a world-class strike as well from the Curaçao captain. And here he is doing the defensive work now, showing you that he's not just a striker of the ball, but he could also defend as well. That's excellent captaincy from the Curaçao number 14. Leading his troops from the front and from his performance as well. But it is a throw in high up the pitch here for Puerto Rico. Possession given back to Curaçao, however. It's to Yehut. He himself concedes possession. They just need to settle the ball here, both teams. Well, it goes out for a throw, and a Curaçao throw at that. So they'll be pleased with that one. Only into the 9th minute of play here. We've already had some action. No goals yet, though. Flicked on. Should be cleared away, and definitely is by Mata. Curaçao still in possession. They have looked the more likely team so far. That's good play once again. Ball out on the right-hand side here. Can they work something? That's brilliant footwork there from Rincon. And he is fouled as well. Excellent footwork. 3 white jerseys surrounding him, and somehow he was able to come out of there and also get a free kick. So that's good work from Rincon. And the free kick here. Committing bodies forward, might be a cross into the box, and is, but it's very short. Oh, but it evades everybody in the Puerto Rico defense. Big chance. Here's to Yehut dancing through, but eventually Puerto Rico cleared out. Dangerous moment once again for the Puerto Ricans. Robles into Rincon. He was well tackled once again. That one hunched up again. Good defensive header. Here's the captain, Pierre Tanella, who slips one through. That's a nice looking ball, but yep, it was Ignacia running onto it, but he just fouled the defender there. I think it was Jaime back doing the defending, so he did well in the end to draw the foul and take some pressure off of this Puerto Rico defense. They've been on their toes so far in this first half. And here they are once again, Curaçao knocking on the door. Robles out wide to Rincon, controls it well. Robles continues his run. This is nice play once again from Curaçao. And a brilliant tackle, excellent tackle there. And a corner conceded. So Curaçao have their tails up early on in this first half. Setting up for the corner. All the Curaçao players rather, on the edge of the box. They now make their move inside. Oh, that clearance was sliced by the captain, Rodriguez Torres. And another corner for Curaçao. This time it's going to be Ignacia who's going to take it. They weren't pleased with the corner from Tuyehut. He's been taken off corner duty as of now, at least. Swung in by Ignacia. It's an outswinger. And a header gets down. Oh, and well, it was tame in the end, but it was a decent effort from Mullins, I think, who rose the highest. Let's take another look. Ball came in. Yep, it was Mullins. Did well to redirect it on goal, but that was never going to beat Perez Colon, a keeper of his quality. We saw what he produced earlier on, and surely that one couldn't creep in. But here's Puerto Rico now, a loose touch from Jacob, but he gets away with it. Rincon again driving, but this time he's well tackled by Rodriguez Torres. Number 10 on number 10. There is a throw-in as well, so got the deflection. Good tackle there from Rodriguez Torres, the Puerto Rican captain. Mullins nods down. Here's Pierre Tanella. Good ball into Tuyehut. And some excellent skill as well. And he has options, but he's driving to goal and stopped in his tracks by Felice. Puerto Rico come now. Can they now create an opportunity for themselves? Haven't really done anything in this first half as yet other than defend. But they have gotten a foul and a free kick here. So an opportunity to put some pressure on the Curaçao defense themselves. As we said, Puerto Rico do have the opportunity to finish at the top of Group B, which means that if they do, they'll finish second place. They'll play the second place team, beg your pardon, in the semi-finals. The second place team of Group A, that is. That's the group with Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Aruba. So here they set up for this free kick. It's Felice. Well, he's taking a long run up and it looks like he's going to strike it, and he does. And well, it's actually on target there. And keeper had to do something. Jean-Jacques Rigaud was backpedaling, and it was a decent effort from Felice. Let's take another look. It was way out, but he somehow got the power, and it was high, but dipping at the right moment, and actually might have been off target. But I think the keeper was just wary of the oncoming attackers and decided to tip it out. So good goalkeeping in the end. But it is a corner kick for Puerto Rico. It's their first of the match and their first real chance to create something here. And they take it short. That's good skill there from Julian, and he gets his cross in, but it's cleared away by Captain Puerto. That one is launched back in by Rodriguez Torres. Still bouncing around in the penalty area, but eventually it's cleared away by Jakob. Good defending. And further by to Yehut. It's a good header out wide to Rincon. Making a run there is Vinster. He was well marshaled by the Puerto Rican defense, but Yehut gathers it and finds Ignacia out wide. He cuts into his right foot. This is lovely from Ignacia, and a beautiful ball as well. Here's Rincon. Not many options in the box. Has to delay his cross. And it's good defending in the end from Luis Miguel Rodriguez Torres. And it's another corner for Curaçao. But look again, Felice just driving that one into a dangerous area. Yeah, I think keeper just saw the onrushing Fabian Diaz and decided to just tip it out. That's good experience, really, because you never know what could have happened there. But here's the corner kick for Curaçao. Ignacia to take it. And he whips it. Good looking once again. Header under. Oh, and it was Jakob this time who got his head on it. But again, it was just too high. Look at that. Did well to get in position. Good contact. But he was underneath it, wasn't he? And it just rose over the bar. But that's the second time that Curaçao have been first to the corner kick. So Puerto Rico have to be very careful on those set pieces because Curaçao are very threatening on them. But here's Felice. He plays it out wide to Cedeno, who controls nicely. And Piertanella, what good work rate is that from him? Unfortunately for him, the throw-in goes against Curaçao, but still excellent work from the captain. Into the 17th minute, which means the cooling break is imminent. Of course, we do have that half-time within the first half, you could call it, the cooling break, where the players are allowed to get some water, get some Gatorade, whatever it is they're drinking, and also get some words from their coach and their coaching staff as well. But hasn't been called as yet. But what has been called is a foul and a free kick here for Puerto Rico. And it is going to be the captain who's going to step up to take it. Looks like. Yep, it is Rodriguez Torres who's stepping up. That left foot of his is very good. Let's see what he can deliver here. Well, he goes for goal, and it was well wide, and it would have had to have been something very special to beat Rico in the post there. Let's take another look. Yeah, not the best of efforts, really, but optimistic nevertheless, and something to show for at least from Captain Rodriguez Torres. But it is a goal kick for Curaçao nevertheless. Jean-Jacques Rigaud was made to have to go for that ball all the way behind the post. So he'll be back in action very soon. But a decent game so far. I would say it's in the balance. Curaçao might have looked a bit more likely, but as I say that, they gave away the ball in a dangerous position. Diaz strikes it. And it's straight into the palms of Jean-Jacques Rigaud once again. He's been seeing a lot of action recently. As I was about to mention, that Curaçao looked the more threatening team. Puerto Rico have taken it up a notch. Well kept in there. Oh, and some good skill as well from Jaime, and I think he was fouled as well. Referee didn't call it a foul, and well, the Puerto Rican bench are confused, but nevertheless, it is the cooling break that I was just talking about, and it is 0-0 still here. No goals yet, some big chances though, but neither team able to breach the goalkeepers as we take a look at some of the highlights from the game so far. Yep, Curaçao, as I mentioned, did look the more likely team, and this was one of the huge efforts. Captain Puerto, what a strike, but what a save as well from Perez Colon in the post. And then they had some corners. Mullins that time getting his head on it, not able to really get any power, though did have the direction. And then Puerto Rico started to cook some chances as well. Felice there putting the ball in a dangerous area, and this was the other corner from Curaçao. Yep, just getting under there was Jakob and couldn't get it on target, but has been a quality game despite there being no goals. Teams have created some decent chances. Unfortunately for either of them, nothing to show for it as yet. Remember though, if the game does happen to end in a draw, it will be Puerto Rico who will be happy out of the two, because that means that they will be on 5 points and they'll finish second in this group and advance to the semi-finals, where they'll play the winner of A. But I'm still sure that they'll be playing for the win. They'll want to finish on top of this group and send a message to whoever it is that they have to play in the semi-finals. From a Curaçao perspective, it's all about winning. No matter how you get it done, that's what they need to do in order to qualify for the next round. Good ball played out wide into Rincon. That's nice play there from Robles. Rincon, good work. He gets past the captain of Puerto Rico, and a lovely recovery tackle there from Rodriguez Torres. Just when you thought Rincon was getting in behind, Rodriguez Torres puts in a captain's tackle. And a throw in for Curaçao. Well headed away by Julian. Possession still with Curaçao though, and I think most of them were offside there, but it was a good interception nevertheless from Julian. And Puerto Rico can counter. Oh, and it was Vasquez. His touch just let him down. Oh, and Diaz steals it. And this could be trouble here for Curaçao. Yeah, well, they got back nicely. Oh, it's good skill from Diaz. Still, he's still going. But eventually, they get the ball off of him. But brilliant skill from Fabian Diaz. Unfortunately for him, couldn't get the goal. That would have been a brilliant goal if he was able to score there. And a foul in the midfield onto here. Look at that, just cutting in between everybody. I think in the end it was Carreño who got the touch that just threw him off. Nice passage of play regardless. So another free kick here for Curaçao. Piertanella in a similar spot to where he took the first one that needed some saving from Perez Colon. Will he go to goal again? He does strike it. This time it's wayward. And Perez Colon could just watch that sail over the crossbar. But we know what he's all about, Piertanella. He's all about scoring goals, and he wants to be the reason that Curaçao advance into the semi-finals. He'll be hoping for that, wouldn't he? Ball launched forward into Diaz, but it's good defending once again from the skipper. Finally it reaches Diaz, who flicks it on. Nice play from Puerto Rico here. But good defending from Curaçao. Neutralized in the attack there was the Puerto Rico front three. And it's a tight game, so could be a case of just one goal maybe deciding this one. Both teams quality. Lovely skill. Oh, and just couldn't slip that one through, but dangerous ball really, but Rincon did well to retrieve it. Can he get past this man? Oh, lovely skill there from Rincon, and he's driving at the Puerto Rico defense, surrounded by white jerseys, but he still has the ball. Here's Vinsta, and Felice got back. Piertanella settles it, and no foul. Vinsta still has it. Cleared away by Puerto Rico, but here come Curaçao once again. Strike comes in, blocked. And Puerto Rico clear. Ooh, acrobatic effort there from Julian. He's calling for a foul, but I don't think there was much in that from Carreño. Some good pace shown out on the right-hand side there for Rincon. Diaz couldn't control to Yehut here for Curaçao. Here's Vinster. So Yehut continued his run. Vinster, though, looking for space. And Robles has a strike. But that's where... Oh, well, creeped past the post. I thought the keeper was going to gobble that one up, but somehow it nearly scored. Good work from Vinster. Robles had a strike. Not much behind it. The deflection, I think, is what threw off the goalkeeper. Yeah, I think it deflected off of Martinez there. And went behind for a corner kick. So another opportunity here for Curaçao. And Robles does have that in his locker. Is known for a bit of a long strike. The number 15 for Curaçao. There's a corner kick. It's Ignacia standing over it, whips it in. Once again, it's a nice delivery. Keeper comes out and clears it. But danger still there. Here's Rincon here on the left-hand side this time. But his ball is inaccurate and Puerto Rico can clear. Oh, how about that for a touch? But should recover. Yeah. Oh, well, it's good work from Rivera, and he's driving here at the Curaçao defense. Gets his ball across as well. Oh, and it's just ahead of Vasquez. Puerto Rico still on the prowl. Ball comes in to Yehut. Excellent defending, but actually it's a foul and a yellow card as well for to Yehut. Let's take another look. Vasquez, the ball just passed him, played it nicely in the midfield, and well, didn't see too much in that. I think he might be a bit unfortunate there to Yehut. It was Sebastian Rivera who was running onto the ball from Vasquez. And well, referee's decision is final. So it is a free kick here for Puerto Rico in a very dangerous position. It has to be said. I think it's Julian who's standing over this one. And we know that he's a set-piece specialist. This is his type of area. Can he put Puerto Rico one goal ahead in this game? Referee just making sure the wall is well positioned. And it is Julian to strike it. Comes off the wall, deflects, still danger. Well cleared away there by Martha. Ooh, and that was a stamp there from Pietranella. Surprised the referee didn't say anything about that. But Vinster can counter, and it's good pace. Oh, and surely that's a yellow card as well, yeah. Surely Jaime is going to be booked for that. He was all over Vinster. Look at that, grabbing at his jersey. Vinster beat him for pace. And yeah, he has been booked there, Hadi and Jaime. And it is another free kick for Curaçao. Both teams showing that they're ready for it. Both teams showing a lot of quality here. This time it's going to be Ignacia, though, who's going to take the free kick on the near side. Pietranella has given duty to Ignacia. Lovely ball swung in as well. Keeper comes out, punches. And I think he might have hit Felice in the process. Yeah, referee is calling for the physios because I think it's a head injury. And you don't mess around with those, do you? Let's take another look. Keeper comes out. Oof, yep. Unfortunate. But he's back on his feet quickly, which is good to see. So it's nothing too serious. It was a good delivery, though, from Ignacia, has to be said. The Puerto Rico fans are supporting the team now. I can't really decipher what they're chanting, but they're chanting something. They sense that their team need a bit of a push. I think that Curaçao have been the better team so far in the half, but Puerto Rico themselves haven't been too bad. So actually, it wasn't Felice that was receiving the treatment there. It was Martinez, Antonio Martinez, who had to come off the pitch, but he is okay. So launched up field by Perez Colon. Remember that big save that he made early on of the Puerto free kick. Diaz flicks it on. It's cleared away. This time it's Feliz back doing the defensive duties. He hooks it out. Well, Perez Colon is telling him you could have just passed it to me. But it was some no-nonsense defending from the Puerto Rico number 5. And it's a throw-in for Curaçao. Approximately 6 minutes remaining in this first half. As Carreño finds its way to Ignacia, but Puerto Rico emerged with possession. Good clearance upfield there from Cedeno. Good defending likewise from Jacob. Here's Piertanella twisting and turning, but he's well tackled there by Julian. Both teams really putting 100% in this one. It's a very intense affair, and the fans are getting involved as well. Throw-in is what the referee has signaled to Carreño. And it's headed away. Good defending there from Jaime. Remember, he's on a yellow card as well. That puts some pressure on him. It's Carreño for Curaçao. Ignacia swings it in, but easily dealt with. Oh, and that's another loose tackle there from Julian. He was getting a bit excited and throwing in a few tackles. Referee just telling him to calm down. That one was late on Robles. And another free kick. It's the third free kick that the Curaçao have had in this sort of area. And it's Piertanella who's going to take it, the captain, once again. And will he go for goal again? The first one was spectacular. The second one, not so much. They usually say third time's a charm. Let's see if that applies to him here. So it is Piertanella, and he does go to goal, and it's close. Just over the bar, finding his range is Piertanella. Let's take another look. Yep, it was dipping. Just dipped maybe a bit too late. Or later than he would have wanted at least. But he's had a good half. He really has. Both in the attack and defensively. And another goal kick for Puerto Rico. They need to do more. But as I said, a draw will do them good. It will see them finish second in the group. Flicked on. Vasquez trying to get under it, but it's cleared away nicely by Carreño. And the throw in here for Puerto Rico. Jaime is running up for it. With about 4 minutes remaining in the first half plus added time. Haven't had too many stoppages, so shouldn't be a big chunk of time added on. Vasquez trying to get to that byline, trying to get a cross in as well, but Ignacia defended well, and so did Carreño, but he cleared it straight to Jacob. Here's to Yehut. Oh, lovely skill from him. Can Curaçao cook up something here? Ball played into Robles, turns back. Piertanella looks up and drives out across. Ooh, and that's a good interception in the end. It was a good ball from Piertanella. Cedeno driving at that Curaçao defense. Carreño clears it up. Here's Rincon. Mullins did have an opportunity earlier on in the half himself. A header off of the corner from Ignacia. But this time he commits a foul. And the referee just giving him a talking to. Actually, he's been booked as well. So, wow, a lot of yellow cards being administered in this first half. And I have to say, I think some of them might have been a bit harsh. Really. But, as we say, it is the official's decision. And he has decided to book Mullins. That's the 4th yellow card of the half already. Here they go again, Puerto Rico. It's Captain Torres. We haven't seen much of him in a while. And he swings in a decent ball though, but easily gobbled up by Rico. He's had an impressive half himself. Piertanella wins that header in the midfield to Haywood. Flicks it on. Bit of head tennis being played in the midfield there, but finally it comes off somebody's foot. Vinster. Possession just being given around in the midfield. This is good play from Ignacia, but he runs into traffic. And Vasquez can emerge, but he's well tackled by Carreño. Robles, beautiful first time ball into Tuyehut. Vinster is offside, isn't he? Yeah, he just went a bit early. And I'll tell you what, that was a lovely play from Curaçao. He'll be disappointed there. Vinster. But that's always the frustration of being a striker, isn't it? Having to hold your run. So important. As we approach the 35-minute mark, we're well into the 35th minute. And it's still 0-0 between Curaçao and Puerto Rico. Who will get that first goal in this all-important game? Remember, both teams can still qualify for the semi-finals. Curaçao can only finish second, but Puerto Rico can finish first as well. And if they do draw, it does mean that Puerto Rico will also finish second to French Guiana and emerge. But here are Curaçao looking for something. Vinster is running onto it, but it was good goalkeeping from Perez Colon. He was quickly off his line, spotted the danger early. And a throw in for Curaçao. So 4 minutes actually have been added on in this first half, so I was wrong. It is a big chunk. As Tuyehut can't control there. Puerto Rico trying to maybe score a goal themselves at the end of this first half. That's good strength from Mullins. Advantage played by the referee. Here's Ignacia on the left-hand side for Curaçao. It's Carreño who's overlapping. Can he find a cross in the box? Delays it. Oh, it's good into Tuyehut, has space. Oh, and he, on the turn, caught his shot away. But it was straight down the throat of Martin Perez Colon. A wonderful move once again from Curaçao. Look at this. It was Carreño with the overlap, and he found Tuyehut in space. He had a lot of time, maybe more than he thought. But he got that shot away and just couldn't keep it away from Colon. And another good chance for Curaçao. Puerto Rico there trying to respond, but the 1-2 just didn't come off there for Rivera. He's been working hard. Switched out to this left-hand side as well. It was Vasquez who started out on the left-hand side for Puerto Rico. And here they are, Puerto Rico trying to cook something. Diaz, lovely ball there into Rivera, who dinks it back. And a shot comes in from Vasquez, but didn't connect with purity. And that one flew up into the Atobuldan sky for a Curaçao goal kick. So both teams showing signs that they can create chances, they can be dangerous. But nothing to show for it yet. This game is well poised for an exciting and thrilling second half when it comes around, isn't it? As that one is launched forward. Felice back there doing the defensive work. He's been pretty solid in this first half. Throwing Curaçao. Not sure if you can hear, but the Puerto Rico fans are really getting behind the team, and it's lovely to see. I can imagine the parents and how proud they are to see their boys performing at this level. Traveling overseas to compete in a tournament is always an exciting thing for young athletes. They love it. They love it, and of course it gives them bragging rights as well when they go back to school. I went to Trinidad and Tobago during the summer. Where did you go? As that one is cleared up, Diaz couldn't control it. Here's Tuyehut on top of the box. Lovely strike as well. But it was always rising, but boy did he hit that nicely. Just sliced under it. Tuyehut controlled it, banged it, but yeah, flew up in the air. And he's had an influential half. He's had his chances, has to Yehut for Curaçao. And this could be the last bit of action here in this first half. The referee has the whistle in his mouth. And after this, it should be, yep, and is. So I'm always curious as to why the referees don't just blow the whistle before they wait on the play to start. Maybe it's a rule that I'm not sure about, but nevertheless, it's 0-0 here in the first half between Curaçao and Puerto Rico. Very entertaining football despite the scoreline. If you were looking at this, I'm sure that you would have been on the edge of your seats, because there have been some brilliant passages of play between these two teams, which we will take a look at right now. It started off hot and sweaty for Puerto Rico. That one went out for a goal kick eventually. The referee saw the linesman raising his flag, but it was Curaçao. This one was probably the pick of the bunch. Wonderful strike from Puerto, and look at the save from Perez Colon. And then they had their corners as well. Curaçao, Mullins there getting his header off, but not really any power. And then this was a big chance for Puerto Rico into a dangerous area from Feliz. And some good goalkeeping from both keepers. They've really kept their teams in the game as well, comfortable as well, as we see there from Rico. And then this was another big chance not too long ago to Yehut, getting that strike and a good save as well from Perez Colon. So yeah, mostly saves and good goalkeeping brilliance, confidence and assertiveness from both of the goalkeepers for Puerto Rico and Curaçao. So we are going to take a little break, and when we return, we'll be back with second half action here in the CFU Under 14 Boys Challenge Series in this Tier 1 Group B fixture between Puerto Rico and Curaçao. It's 0-0. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Atterbolden Stadium here in Couva, Trinidad and Tobago, in this encounter between Puerto Rico and Curaçao. A Group B encounter in Tier 1, and it is 0-0 at halftime. Both teams had their chances early on in the half, but nothing to show for it as yet. But this half becomes all important, more so for Curaçao, because they need a win if they want to advance into those semi-finals. For Puerto Rico, a draw will just be enough for them to finish second in the group to French Guiana. So it's all to play for in the second half for Curaçao. They have to go full 100, as Puerto Rico are making some substitutions, and we'll have those for you in just a moment. It is, of course, Puerto Rico who will start off this second half. And as I said, they will be very comfortable with this result, but I don't think they want to be too comfortable. Just to confirm those substitutions for you, it was Pablo Mereb who has come on for Puerto Rico. That's the number 11. And Willie Santiago Lugo, the number 18 for Puerto Rico, has also entered. So we're all ready for the second half. Referee James Rampashad looking at his watch, just awaiting the signal from the delegate. And we are off, and it's Diaz who starts us off in the second half. Captain Rodriguez Torres had a bit of a quiet first half, it has to be said, but he did make some important tackles as well, and was good when called into action. This man here, Tuyehut, had some big chances himself, and he starts off well with a good pass out wide to Rincon, and that's an excellent tackle from Rodriguez Torres. Puerto Rico, you may say, were the second best in the first half. I definitely think Curaçao had the better chances. Just to remind you of that big save from Martin Perez Colon off of the Pierre free kick. And it's good from Rodriguez Torres, but actually commits a foul. So referee Rampashad just telling him to calm down a little bit. I didn't see too much wrong in it there, but referee thought it was a bit reckless. And there's a free kick for Curaçao early on in the first half, so they've started well once again. Ignacia to stand over it for them. Players making their way into the box. Can Ignacia deliver well here for his team? Referee just spotting a bit of some sort of infringement there, some sort of action in the box. Ignacia whips it in. It has a great shape on it as well, and well, it was Jakob once again who got his head on it. He had an opportunity in the first half and couldn't keep it down, and here's the same, but he did ever so well to get contact on it, just couldn't direct it goalwards. Again, the set piece proving to be a weapon for Curaçao. And if Puerto Rico keep giving away these free kicks in dangerous areas, they could be punished eventually, because Curaçao are definitely finding their range. That one is given straight to Rincon, but yeah, well, it did touch his hand, but the referee deems it as unintentional, which is interesting, really. But here's Rivera, plays it through, but good defense from Jakob, and a nice ball as well. Vinster has a lot of pace, and he's running here. Try to use some of his skill, but does find Tuyeho. It actually gets back the ball, Vinster. That's brilliant pace. And he's frustrated that he couldn't get the ball across, but he did well nevertheless to get a corner for Curaçao, and another set piece opportunity. Ignacia has been pretty pinpoint with his crosses so far. Could this be the one where they finally breach the Puerto Rico defense? Rincon comes short, but I don't think Ignacia is gonna play that short. The way he's been delivering crosses, I wouldn't either. Yeah, sends him right away. So here's Ignacio with the corner, swings it in. It's another good one. Pressure for the keeper who punches it on. And ball still not cleared. But referee blows the whistle. There's a foul. And another dangerous set piece there. Curaçao once again. Keeper did decent. I guess he did just enough. And then there was a foul in there somewhere. And the referee relieved the pressure off of Puerto Rico. Here's Tuyehut, finds Vinster in space. Can he have a strike? He does! And that one sails well wide. Perez Colon waved it away a long time ago. Curaçao growing into it now. Remember, it is them that need the win. So you could understand the intent. But intent is nothing if you aren't able to score. So they need a goal. That one is launched upfield and out of play. And it will be a Curaçao throw. Just to remind you that earlier on as well, in Group B of Tier 1, we did have a match between French Guiana and St. Martin. And it was French Guiana with a very dominant performance, a 5-0 victory over St. Martin, which meant that they are now on the top of Group B on 7 points, and they will be looking closely at this one. They'll be hoping for either a draw or a Curaçao win to ensure that they stay on top of Group B and that they'll play the second place finisher of Group A in Tier 1 on Friday. And after that, it's all roads, or all boats, or planes if you're in Trinidad and Tobago, that lead to the Dwight York Stadium on Sunday, where the action, the real action, will be the finals of the CFU Under-14 Challenge Series, both Tier 1 and Tier 2 finals on Sunday. So a lot of action to behold. Both these teams will be hoping to have to play a game on Sunday at the Dwight York Stadium, but who will it be? If anybody from this game, at least. The likes of French Guiana, Trinidad and Jamaica as well in the mix. That ball is headed back, and Feliz did well to prevent the corner kick. And Curaçao still on the front foot in this game. Really have been impressive throughout this match, both teams, but as I've been saying, I think Curaçao have had the edge, and if I was to put money on a team to score, I may give it to Curaçao, and they have another opportunity to do so here with another free kick. And of course, it is Ignacio who's stepping over to take it. Set piece specialist is he, as you could see if you've been looking at the entire game. Now it's the Curaçao fans who are chanting. Early on it was Puerto Rico, but here we go. Ignacio on the free kick, swings in a nice one again. Oh, but it's excellent defending from Julian at the near post. Ball still bouncing around, flick back, keeper gathers nicely, and they can now counter here. Oh, loads of space for Rivera. Can he drive into it? No, he's well defended by Robles, it was, who came back and did the defensive move. That's excellent play from the number 15 from Curaçao. Can Puerto Rico now fashion some sort of attack? A goal for them would do them very good, puts them in a good position to either win or draw. Diaz with some lovely skill, but a good recovery there from Jakob. But Rivera doesn't want to lose out, and Jakob eventually clears. Good defending from the Curaçao number 17. Here's Sebastian Rivera into his captain Rodriguez Torres. He gets away with it there, and he looks forward for Diaz, but again it's excellent defending from Martha. Here's Ignacia turning in the midfield and finds Carreño on the overlap. Oh, this is good play from Curaçao to Yehut turning. Pietranella. Good ball in behind, and Rincon has a chance to cross here. Can he get a good one in? Does! And it's cleared by the near post. I think it was Antonio Martinez who did the defensive work, but a brilliant move from Curaçao. They have played some really free-flowing football. It was good work from Rincon, but better work by Puerto Rico defense. And it is a throw-in now for Curaçao. Both teams have players warming up, so we may see the introduction of some substitutes very soon. Yep. Curaçao look to be making a substitute themselves. I'm seeing St. Paul being warmed up and ready on the touchline. But while we await the substitution, it does look as if Curaçao have another corner kick. This is what they want. They like the set pieces. Yep, you could see there, Jakob is coming up for it. Mullens is there. Two players who are very good in the air. And of course, Ignacia, the creator. This time he goes short to Yehut. Ignacia has a chance to cross again. Does. Oh, and there's space on the back post for Pietranella, who got good contact, but not enough to beat Perez Colon. Oh, Carreño misses it. This could be problems. Here's Diaz driving in. Will he finish? Oh, excellent goalkeeping there from Rico. Spotted the danger after the error from Carreño, and he came off his line and just did enough to get that ball away from Diaz. And it's a corner kick for Puerto Rico, but they'll have to wait a bit because they are making the substitution now, Curaçao. And it's Vinster who's gonna be making way, I think, for St. Paul, but he's not too happy about it, is Vinster. And they are setting up for this corner kick here. Puerto Rico. It's the captain to take it. Rodriguez Torres slices it. And it wasn't the best of corners, really. They're still in possession here, Puerto Rico, but Rincon has other ideas. That's brilliant from him. Excellent improvisation. And a throw-in for Puerto Rico. No goals as yet. In this encounter between Puerto Rico and Curaçao, Curaçao need a goal. They absolutely need to win this match to advance into the semi-finals of the CFU Under-14 Challenge Series 2024. That one is launched forward, should be gobbled up, yep, easily by Rico. Very comfortable goalkeeper. And having such a comfortable goalkeeper also takes a lot of pressure off of your defense. And vice versa. Here's Rincon. Very tricky customer, and he does well. Oof, Tehut. Couldn't turn, but it was Rincon who was fouled. Good skill from him once again, and I think it was Rodriguez Torres who committed the foul. And another free kick here for Curaçao. This time I don't think it's going to be Ignacia to take it. Might be a bit out of his range. So it is Captain Jereme Pietranella who's stepped across to take it. And he whips in a very good looking ball. Ignacia was actually the one on the receiving end of it this time, trying a bicycle kick, but well defended by the Puerto Ricans. And they get a foul as well, and a free kick deep in their half. Well, off your screen, it is Rincon who is down injured and calling for assistance. Referee is running across to see what's wrong with him, and the physios are on as well. We hope that he's okay, but the Puerto Ricans take an opportunity to get some water as well, and also taking an opportunity to make some substitutions. So it is going to be the number 2 for Puerto Rico is coming on, Mateo Sanchez Esquera, And it's going to be Eli Vasquez who is making way. And of course, the number 15, Luis Viegas Santiago, is also coming on the pitch for Puerto Rico. Yep, so Vasquez off, Esquerra on, and then it's Sebastian Rivera who has made way for Luis Viegas Santiago, the number 15 from Puerto Rico. So fresh legs on the pitch for the Puerto Ricans. Coach Andreas Mirabey just keeping things fresh. Oh, good tackle from the captain. Nothing wrong with that one. And here's Rivera. He has space. Strikes it as well. Oh, just over the bar from Wilfredo Reyes Rivera. Take a look at this. Shifts it onto the right and good technique, but just got under it a bit too much. And it was just high. But good work though from the number 19. Brilliant wing play, cutting on to that right foot of his. Nevertheless though, goal kick for Curaçao. About 20 minutes remaining in this one. Curaçao need a goal. Puerto Rico either need a goal or just need to keep the scoreline at 0-0. And that'll be enough for them to have a match to play on Friday. Here's Tuye Hoot. If anybody can, he's definitely one who can. But this could be problems for Curaçao. It's the substitute cutting on to his right foot, but good defending there from Curaçao. It was Santiago who was immediately into the action. What an introduction that would have been if he was able to score. A throw in though for the Puerto Ricans. They seem pretty comfortable, don't seem too worried. But one goal could change anything in a football game. Curaçao scored, they're immediately under pressure and on the brink of elimination from the tournament as well. Lovely play there from St. Paul. And a strike comes in as well from Rincon, but it's blocked. Here's Rodriguez Torres. Deflected clearance. Throw in Puerto Rico. Rivera, who just had a brilliant chance and good idea, but wasn't powerful enough. Here's Ignacia driving at the Puerto Rico defense, and he has a strike himself. But he was off balance, and that's the reason that ball ballooned up in the air. Good work though from Ignacia, but he just slipped right as he was about to strike it, and that threw off his accuracy. He's had a brilliant game. Asher Ignacia been on all 95% of the set pieces for Curaçao, and all of them have been absolutely perfect. This time he was trying to score himself. Maybe saying, well, I've created so many chances for my teammates, it's about time I try to score one. But unfortunately for him, it was off target. Robles, Rincon, good turn. And he looks up and drives at the defender, but it's excellent defending in the end from the substitute for Puerto Rico, Santiago Lugo. Not too long entered play, and again he's defending well, and he's well supported by his fans. They're loving it. It is a throw-in for Curaçao. Players having to be made to go and retrieve those balls, and that could be a bit tiring to have to walk so far. We don't even like to do that when we play football in our backyard, so you could imagine at this level. Good header forward into Diaz. Oh, and he gets through once again, but look at that pace from Jakob. Good recovery pace. Diaz working hard, but could only concede a throw in to Curaçao. So referee has signaled, and it is going to be the cooling break. And timely as well, because the sun has just started to blaze a little more over the Atobulden Stadium. And even at this cooling break, it's still 0-0. Very tight affair. Both teams have had chances. Nobody yet able to convert due to some good goalkeeping, it has to be said as well. But let's take a look at some of the action. Ignacia, as always, pinpoint with his head, with his set pieces, but just weren't able to capitalize on any of them with Curaçao. This one as well, good effort there from Puerto, but easy for Perez Colon. And then that was the great goalkeeping from Rico. And that's what we said, the goalkeepers have been brilliant. This strike from Rivera as well, a good one. And Ignacia with that chance not too long ago, just sailing over the bar. So both teams, as you can see, have been knocking on the door, but both defenses and goalkeepers really have been resilient, which is the reason why it's still 0-0 here at the cooling break. And I can only stress, and I have to remind you, that both teams can still qualify for the semi-finals. French Guiana are already there. Puerto Rico, with a draw or a win, qualify. Curaçao need to win to qualify. And here's the substitute. Santiago out on that right-hand side. Loses out though. Robles. Oh, well read. That's really well read by Lugo. And can he cause an attack here for Puerto Rico? It's good play. Lugo still has the ball. He's lost a shin pad though. And eventually it breaks down, but seems to be a bit of a fan favorite, Willie Santiago Lugo. Every time he touches the ball, the fans go crazy. To Yehut. St. Paul. Into Rincon. It's nice play from Curaçao, but a good tackle from the captain, Rodriguez Torres. No goals, but a very intense battle here between these two teams. They're leaving it all out there. They both know what's on the line. Pierre Tanella missed his mark completely. I think he was looking for Rincon there. Does get the ball and pulls him down, and that might be a bit of a retaliation there from Rincon. So a yellow card for Rodriguez Torres, and I think there's going to be a yellow card for Rincon as well. Referee Ramprashad is calling him over. He reacted. Yeah, and he's been booked for his attitude. Let's take another look. It was all over him there, and then look at the reaction there from Rincon. Pushed him, yep. That does deserve a yellow card. Good refereeing from Ramprashad. He's had a good game as well, and dished out a lot of yellow cards though, it has to be said. Yeah, let's take a look there. 3 yellow cards for both teams already. Jakob fizzes that one, and I think that's actually touched the Puerto Rican player, and that could be a Curaçao throw, and is just took a small touch off of Esquera, the second half substitute. So Ignacia is retrieving the ball. Oh well, thought he was going to take the throw-in. I know he's a set-piece specialist, but I didn't know he could have done throw-ins as well, but seems like he can't. Carreño throws it in, and well, battling there was, I think, St. Paul. But it was actually he who committed the foul, apparently, on Phillies. At least in the referee's eyes, so it's a free kick for Puerto Rico. 13 minutes remain. Pietanel out wide to Rincon. Dinks it forward nicely into St. Paul. Has to cut back though. Here's Rincon again on top of the box. Oh, lovely skill from him. And he dinks it across, but it's easily headed away. Curaçao, however, still in possession. But eventually, Puerto Rico get away. And here's a chance for Rivera to drive at the Curaçao defense. It's a decent ball who Diaz gets through. Could be problems here for Curaçao. Jakob stuck to it and eventually committed a foul as well. And it looks as if referee's reaching to his pocket. No, it's just for the spray. Yeah, that foul there from Jacob on Diaz means that Puerto Rico now have a free kick in a very dangerous position. And it is Wilfredo Reyes Rivera who's standing over it. Well, off your screen, Rincon is down. And they're showing the referee that he needs treatment. He's not getting it, so he's limping back. But all eyes on Rivera now with this free kick. Might fancy his chances here. Referee just waiting and making sure that Rincon's okay. Yeah, he is. So, free kick. Rivera strikes it. Oh, it looked. Oh my goodness. What a strike that was. Just wide though. But look at the technique. He just kind of drilled it, didn't he? And it just kind of skidded wide. And, well, Curaçao, I think I've gotten away with one there. It was good improvisation from the number 19. Oh, Mullins misses it. And here's Diaz. He and all didn't know where the ball was. To Yehut. Carreño into Ignatiahu. Oh, lovely touch from him, but it's good defending in the end from Esquerra. Carreño again. St. Paul just can't get on the end of that one. Possession back with Curaçao once again. But it's good battling from Rodriguez Torres, and he plays the ball through, but it's well read by Jacob. Was missed by Martinez, but shouldn't be a problem. It's put out of play. No nonsense defending there from Santiago Lugo. And a throw in here for Curaçao. They're also readying a substitution. Yep, here it is. So it is going to be Salim Mariana who's coming on, and it is Rincon who will be making way. Had a good game, did Daniel Sam Ruiz Rincon, but did have an injury a few moments ago, so maybe that's the reason why he's been taken off. Here's Ignacia with a strike. Oh, and that was a good chance. Did well to get it on target. Caught it sweetly, but it was just straight at Perez Colon. 9 minutes remain. Curaçao need a goal. They don't score, they are eliminated, and Puerto Rico finished second with French Guiana on top. Puerto Rico will be in no rush to take this through. Launched forward there by Lugo. Good flick on from Piertanella. Here he is again, looking for the substitute, who gets a good ball across as well. Here's to Yehut, has a strike! Oh, and I think it just deflected, which took the sting out of it. Mariana with some good work down the right-hand side. Here's Esquerra into Santiago. Lovely play from both substitutes, and Diaz gets involved as well. But Jacob stands tall as he's been doing all afternoon long. He's been brilliant defensively. Feliz. Time ticking down here in the Ato Boldon Stadium. 5:20. The sun is dimming a bit over Cuba in Trinidad and Tobago. And it seems as if Curaçao's chances of advancing to the semi-finals is dimming as well. They need to find a goal. Here's Rodriguez Torres, ooh, stolen away by Mariana. And here's to Yehut. Oh, and he's fouled by the captain. Well, he's saying that there was no contact. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah, that's a poor tackle. I'm surprised the way the referee's been giving out yellow cards in this match that wasn't one. Yehut has some very quick feet, tricky player. And Curaçao now have another set piece opportunity. How interesting would it be if they're able to score here? Fizzed in by Pietanella. That's on target. Not easily gathered up by Perez Colon. Here's Esquerra into Julian, who turns, oh, lovely play from, oh, puts him on his pants there. And Puerto Rico now have a chance. Good ball played through there into Rivera. Diaz is in the middle, he swings it in. Should be gathered, oh, but no nonsense defending from Shady on Burnett Martha. But it was a good move from Puerto Rico. Rivera did well, but the ball just lacked venom, allowing Martha to get back and clear that away from Diaz. And it's a Puerto Rico ball. Surely if they score Puerto Rico, it becomes very difficult for Curaçao. They'll need 2. As it stands now, they just need 1, but Puerto Rico making a defensive substitution here. It's David Molinari Colon who's coming on for the captain, Rodriguez Torres. And he's coming straight into a corner kick. Referee wasn't ready just as yet. Delayed it for some reason, which I don't know about. Okay, they're just sorting out the captain's armband is what they're doing. So it is Felice, I believe, who is now leading the troops. Here's the corner kick here for Puerto Rico. It's Wilfredo Rivera who's standing over it. Good ball in. Oh, well defended as well by Curaçao. And further by Pietanella. Strike comes in. That breaks through actually. Martinez had the chance. And now Curaçao can try to counter. Here's Mariana. Actually, no, it's St. Paul. To Yehut. Has options wide. Decides to go through the middle, but poor pass in the end, really. Mariana, though, is working hard. And somehow the ball stays in. Actually, good work from Curaçao. Ball is still in play. And they actually win a free kick as well. So excellent play there from the 2 substitutes in the second half, St. Paul and Mariana. And yet another free kick in a very dangerous area. And Ignacia hasn't had one of these in a long time. So he will be licking his chops. Jakob is making his way forward. This time Newland stays back. Curaçao would love a goal here. Really would set the place alight. Ignacia, we know what he could produce. Let's see if he can produce it in the big moments. Ignacia whips it in. Good area. Well headed away there by Felice. And further by Rivera. Ignacia is working hard though and has to put that one out for a throw. 3 more minutes. Just about over 3 minutes remaining here in the Atobulan Stadium. Curaçao absolutely need to score. As it stands, Puerto Rico will finish second in the group, and French Guiana will finish on top with 7 points. And Curaçao's CFU Under 14 Challenge Series campaign will be ended. That's a foul on Mullins. Referee tried to play the advantage but had to call it back. Yeah, Diaz just left in a foot. Mullins went flying. Jakob plays it forward. That's Robles. Decent touch there from Mariana. A better second touch. Here's Robles again. Good playing there from the number 15, Ignacia. Finds his captain out wide, but that's brilliant defense there by Esquerra. And Puerto Rico tried to counter-attack. Ball played through. Diaz is through the middle, battling with Jakob. Well, he hasn't lost a duel all day long, and you didn't expect him to there, did you? Here's Mariana. looks up and spreads it wide, and good defense once again from Puerto Rico. Here's Santiago. Sliding tackle from Pietranella, but Santiago does well. Tuyehut gets back, and referee played the advantage and called it back. So it is a free kick here for Puerto Rico. That's not what Curaçao wanted. And Pietranella as well seems to have gotten some sort of injury there. He's being stretched out by Tuyehut. But I'm sure he's going to want to continue. His team need the win, and he'll think that he's a huge part of that. But it's a free kick. He'll have some defending to do here. It's a free kick for Puerto Rico. It's Villegas Santiago standing over it. He whips it in. Heads go up. Jakob gets there first. And again, Jakob clears that one up. What a defensive performance he's put in today. Here's Mariana. Good header into Robles, who drives that one. Tried to get it cross field, I think, to Ignacia, but was way off target. Feliz charging forward. It's a good ball into Santiago. Will he get there? Yes, he does, and he gets in a decent cross as well. Strike comes in. Didn't get the contact that he wanted there. Mereb. Julian. Few seconds away from the 70th minute mark. Julian plays that in, headed away once again by Jakob. Carreño. And that is a Puerto Rico throw, so they'll be very happy with that. Puerto Rico have Curaçao exactly where they want them. And Curaçao do want to make a substitution. It's Renis who's coming on. Ignacia making way. Well, he had a really good game, did the number 8 for Curaçao. But he's being substituted here for the number 7, Renis. Good interception and good skill as well from Carreño. Can he merge with the ball? Here's the substitute. Oh, wayward pass. They'll be frustrated with that, but actually took a deflection. So it's still a Curaçao ball. 4 minutes added on here at the Ato Bulldon Stadium. Curaçao have 4 minutes to save their tournament. And here they are in possession. Oh, he gets through somehow, but smashed away by Feliz. Rivera driving here at Mullins, but Mullins wasn't taking that. Was fouled. Referee plays the advantage. Here's Mariana into Pietranella, who finds a nice ball over there into Renis. Can he win it here? Oh, his touch just let him down, and that was a huge chance for Curaçao. Nearly a hero there off of the bench was Renis. A super sub, as they say. But it wasn't to be. And Puerto Rico charge forward once again. That one is launched upfield. Mullins does well, as does Tuyehut, or Robles rather. Mariana. Now it's Tuyehut. He turns beautiful. Oh, look at that. And somehow he kept the ball in his possession. There's space here for the captain, Pietranella! And that one, agonizingly for Curaçao, is wide on his left foot. He actually hit it very well. It was low and hard, but it missed the accuracy. And it just gets more and more frustrating for Curaçao. Time is definitely running out, and Puerto Rico will know that a draw sees them through. So they just have to hang on. Lovely skill there from Lugo. And we are nearing the end of stoppage time. Curaçao needs something special. At this point, it becomes a miracle situation. Beautiful ball there over into Santiago. Will he just hold up play? Oh, somehow he gets the better of Carreño. And this could be problems. Oh, blocked by Jakob. How good has he been? Lovely skill, but Puerto Rico emerged with the ball. Danger still there. Once again, it's good defending by Curaçao. Robles, this could be their final chance to score a goal, and Robles holds on to possession. He needs to get the ball forward though, and he's fouled. And that's a yellow card. The Curaçao bench flew off of their seats with that tackle. They weren't happy at all, and rightfully, I think, the substitute, it was Molinari Colon, is booked for that challenge there on Robles. And surely now they have to commit all bodies forward. Well, actually, both players who were involved in that one are on the ground. And strangely enough, Molinari Colon looks to be the one in more pain. He's not looking 100% at all. Robles is just getting a bit of muscle rub, it seems. But nevertheless, it does look as if Puerto Rico will be the ones advancing with French Guiana. And they will resume with a free kick for Curaçao. Could be their last chance to try and find a goal. Remember, a goal for Curaçao now sends them into the semi-finals of the CFU Under 14 Challenge Series. Jakob drives that one forward into a dangerous area. Oh, comes off the head there of St. Paul, but straight into the hands of Perez Colon, and that could be that. That could be their last opportunity. Ball sent into the sky. Here's Carreño, Robles, Curaçao knocking on the door. Piertanella plays a nice ball forward into Tuyehut, but it's Renis who gets there. And that's not what he wanted. And it's a foul, a free kick or offside, but a free kick nevertheless for Puerto Rico. Referee is looking at his watch, and full time could be imminent. Oh, but they give it away in a dangerous position. Here's Tuyehut, and a lovely tackle there from Martinez. Could be match saving. Tuyehut's on the ground, but Puerto Rico continue playing. Diaz. Oh, well, foul not committed. Rivera turns onto his left foot. What a save from Rico. It's still there, the danger, but that one is wide. And Puerto Rico nearly scoring at the end. What drama here in the Outer Bolden Stadium. Lovely turn from Rivera, and how about that from Jean-Jacques Rigaud in the Curaçao post. Well, play is still going on here. We're well past the 4 minutes. And it's Tuyehut off of your screen there who's receiving some treatment after that tackle from Antonio Martinez. And this will just delay things a bit more, but I do think that when this goal kick is taken, that will be full time, and it will see Puerto Rico finish second in the group. Yep, Tuyehut has received his treatment and running off the pitch there, but looks as if Jean-Jacques Rigaud and company know that time will be up in a very short moment in time. And yep, that's it. So 0-0 it finishes here, but just enough for Puerto Rico to advance and finish second in the Group B. French Guiana finish on top with 7 points, and unfortunately for Curaçao, they finish third and will not advance into the semi-finals of the CFU Under 14 Boys Challenge Series. It was a valiant effort. They had their chances, but unfortunately for them, couldn't find that all-important goal. But the Puerto Ricans battled hard, and even though they themselves couldn't get a goal, it still was just enough for them to advance. And this is some of the action. Robles had that strike early on, which was closer than we all thought. Big deflection, and then set pieces was really something for Curaçao. They had many of them, and they proved to be threatening. Rodriguez Torres with that chipped effort inside, but the goalkeepers, both of them were really good. This effort from Tuyehut could have been something special, but straight to Perez Colon. Yep, goalkeepers were very confident in their efforts. This chance from Pierre Tanella again, not enough on it. And Diaz had his chances, but Jean-Jacques Rigaud off his line quickly. That strike from Ignacia, another huge chance, but just didn't have any direction to Yehut. And the chances were all there for Curaçao. They tried everything. Free kicks from long range, shots from long range as well from Pierre Tanella, but nothing seemed to go in at all. It was really unfortunate for Curaçao because they gave all their efforts, but credit to the Puerto Ricans. This could have been something special. Dramatic end there. Rivera with a big chance, but couldn't score it. And in the end, it finished 0-0. But the Man of the Match award does go to Martin Perez Colon. Deservedly so, because I think he made the match-winning save in the first half off of that Pierre Tanella free kick. And that might have very well been the deciding moment in this one, and the reason that Puerto Rico have finished second, booking their spot in the semi-finals against first place in Group A. So they'll be in action on Friday, all because of that man who really had a heroic goalkeeping performance today. So credit and congratulations to both Puerto Rico and Martin Perez Colon, and they're celebrating with him. They know how important his performance was today, and that one moment. And football sometimes really is a game of moments, because had that scored, we could have been singing a different song here at the Atto Bolden Stadium. So that's all the action that we have for you today. It was a pleasure being with you throughout the 70 minutes. It has been Liu Chin, and on behalf of myself and the entire broadcast and production team, we do thank you for viewing with us, and we hope to see you again for more CFU Under 14 Challenge Series action. It finished Puerto Rico 0, Curaçao 0.
Official ground transportation provider for the 2024 CFU Boys Under 14 Challenge Series, coordinators hosted in Trinidad and Tobago. And a special thanks to our partners, the Ministry of Sports and Community Development, Sport TT, I Choose Sport, Powerade, Subway, and Stream Blue. Scan the QR code now to win special merchandise packages. Prizes include a Sport TT notepad, a cap, a keychain, or a drawstring Visit Trinidad bag, a water bottle, and a microfiber towel, or a I Choose Sport t-shirt, pencil case, and a phone popper. Scan the QR code now to win special merchandise packages.
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
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 And we speak with one voice.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Bob, I know it's dangerous, but you're the only one who can unite the people.
You ready, Bob?
No guns can stop this message. I want the world to change.